Hi, Krista. This is Tushy Galore, aka Alyssa. Hello to an adorable British BBW from a rather cute American BBW. I actually ran across this post that you made while doing a search on Fat Chick and trying to find some positive stuff. And I've done searches on BBW and fat and all kinds of stuff in the past, and I'm always looking for something. I think that I would like to find more men having the balls to stand up and say, fat chicks are great, they're gorgeous, they have great attitudes, they're fabulous, I prefer them. But there's very little of that, as you well know. And actually, I was almost in tears because of all the cruel, stupid stuff that there is on YouTube having to do with fat people. Just really abusive stuff. There's some stupid things like bony little 12-year-olds with pillows under their shirts dancing, and how much of that can you actually watch? There's an awful lot of that on here. But also there's just some really rude stuff. And I don't know where people get off with that. It's no longer cool to make racial jokes or imitate, someone put on blackface and we're shucking and jiving. Oh my gosh, it would be yanked off of YouTube so fast. But we big people, we're just, it's just, can't think of the right word for it, but we're obviously just, we have targets painted on us. And the fact of the matter is, I think that because of society, because of English-speaking society anyway, I think maybe it's different in some countries, but generally, there's such a negative attitude about fat people because supposedly we're just greedy, piggy people, and we bring this all on ourselves. And the fact is, there's things to be considered like genetics and eating disorders that are part of an emotional, mental process caused generally by abuse when somebody's very young. There are issues like illness. For instance, I've always been chubby. Always, always, always. I've been extremely big. I've been middly. But I've always been overweight. But I had cancer and was very sick with that for a couple of years. And because of being flat on my back, so sick, I had to have help just getting up and walking across the house sometimes. Because of that, and because of feeling sorry for myself and thinking I was going to die, and figuring, bring on the raw cookie dough, I'm dying anyway, I gained a lot of weight. But when people look at me, they don't know that. They just assume that I'm big because I'm some kind of a hog and that I'm lazy. The fact is, even though I'm over the cancer, I have some other issues that make exercise very, very difficult for me. Plus, I have some eating disorders that I have to fight constantly. And, there's all these different things that can go into someone being a big person. The world doesn't know that, and they don't care. All they know is that there's somebody they can pick on to make themselves feel better. And from the first day of school, it starts with the kids being mean, sometimes even before that. And they find if they can get you down and make you feel badly about yourself. A very cute guy in Chicago just IM'd me saying something very cute. Shaking that tush, he says, because I'm Tushy Galore on Yahoo too. Anyway, he appreciates my large butt. But once they can get you down, that's the key. If they can get you down where you walk around with your head down and your eyes downcast, you don't look people in the face, you got no attitude, you won't defend yourself because you're so beaten down by society and by these rude, thoughtless people, then they get the power and they feel on top of you, so to speak, because they know that just by looking at you and curling their lip, or by pointing at you while you're eating lunch and snickering, that they have got the power over you because they have caused you to feel like shit. And I figured out about 10 years ago that the key is to just not give a good goddamn what other people think about me. And when I go out of the house, I try to adopt an attitude that I am a superstar. and that I am hot and I am sexy. I still get snickered at once in a while. You know, teenagers are really bad about that, but especially when they're in groups. But for the most part, the abuse, the public abuse, has stopped. And I have people walk up to me when I'm dressed up nice for something. People will walk up to me, just total strangers, and compliment me and tell me how beautiful they think I am, even though I'm a very large woman. And I will overhear men talking to each other and saying, "Usually I don't like fat chicks, but she's really hot." I think there's no difference between me and the fat chick over there, except for I've got attitude. I don't give a crap what they think of me. I feel good about myself because I know that there's a lot more to me than just my fat. And if they like it, cool. If they don't, you know. So once you can get that attitude and hold on to it and present it every time you're in public, everything changes. It really does. And the once in a while when I get some kind of negative crap thrown at me, I just hold my head up and just think, well, that's just a reflection on that person. That person just showed how ignorant and petty and small they are. It has nothing to do with me. So, I feel your pain though. I know how you're feeling about it. It is very frustrating, but I think the more of us that get on something like YouTube and that are very public and out about who we are and our attitudes, and we don't just hide away from the world, we force them to look at us and acknowledge us. I think that things will just get better for us all around. So anyway, I'm probably going to subscribe to you because I think you're cool. I liked what you had to say. You seem like a very intelligent lady. So, good to meet you. I'm going to probably go back and watch all the rest of your videos now. Bye-bye.